Hi everyone. In this clip, I will talk a little bit about various butters for skin health. Just a reminder that anything I post here is not meant to diagnose or cure anything and is for informational use only. For any health-related matters, please ensure to consult your healthcare provider. So first I'm going to talk a little bit about sal butter. Sal butter is extracted from the seeds of Shorea robusta trees, which are indigenous to India. This is a deep, nourishing ingredient for hair and skin. This light green colored butter is quite soothing with a velvety texture that melts instantly in your hand and into the skin. Some of the benefits of this butter for the skin use are because of its rich oleic and stearic acid content. Sal butter works as an excellent natural moisturizer and softener for dry skin, and it's a useful ingredient to have around during winter months since it helps soothe the itching caused by dry skin and the extreme dryness of the skin. And sal butter also contains squalane, which improves skin's protective barrier function. Now, squalane is a saturated oil that helps increase hydration, and thanks to its anti-inflammatory properties, it can help with acne and eczema. Now, I must say that the cosmetic industry has taken the use of squalane harvesting to another level, which I'd rather not get into it here, but we need to be aware if we are using cosmetic products, where they bring their squalane from. Always opt for the type that is from plant-based. Our bodies produce squalane, but as we age, it becomes less and less. So sal butter naturally containing this makes it more powerful. Sal butter acts as a deep conditioner for the hair and prevents it from drying out. And it can reduce the frizz by forming a protective layer between your hair and the environment. It also improves hair elasticity and deeply nourishes dry, brittle hair. If your hair has been damaged due to chemical treatments, sal butter will help seal the damage and make them softer and return to their natural shine if it is used regularly. Next, we have shea butter, which is fat that is extracted from the nuts of the shea tree. It's solid at room temperature and has an off-white or ivory color. Shea trees are native to West Africa, and most shea butter still comes from that region. It's a high concentration of vitamins and fatty acids combined with its easy-to-spread consistency when it is warmed makes it a great thing for soothing and sort of conditioning skin. Shea butter is technically a tree nut product, but unlike most tree nut products, it's very low in the proteins that can trigger allergies. Although it's unlikely, it could still trigger a reaction in some people with a tree nut allergy. So shea butter is safe for most skin types. It has a low comedogenic rating, meaning it is not likely to clog pores, but some people do say it makes them break out if they're prone to acne. Doing a patch test is the best way to see if it will work for your skin or not. Shea butter is typically used for its moisturizing effects, and the benefits are tied to shea's fatty acid content, including linoleic, oleic, stearic, and palmitic acids. When you apply shea topically, it is rapidly absorbed into the skin, and the fatty acids in it act as refatting agent, restoring lipids and rapidly creating moisture. It also restores the barrier between your skin and the outside environment, holding moisture. The oleic and linoleic acids balance each other out. That means shea butter is easy for your skin to fully absorb, and won't make your skin look super oily after application. Of course, it depends on how much you use. It has an anti-inflammatory properties and triggers cytokines and other inflammatory cells to grow, to sort of slow their growth and production. It also minimizes irritation because of environmental factors like dry weather, and it has significant levels of vitamin A, E, which means it promotes strong antioxidant activity, and it is important because it protects skin cells from free radicals, which can lead to premature aging, and it has been used to reduce stretch marks and scars and can help promote wound healing. Next, we have mango butter. This is what you get after cold pressing the fats from mango kernel, which creates a creamy butter that can be used on the skin and hair, and it has almost no aroma. What really makes mango butter special is its nutritional content. It is loaded with natural antioxidants, vitamin A, vitamin E, essential fatty acids, and is known for its light texture and doesn't leave the skin or hair feeling greasy. At cooler temperatures, mango butter stays solid. But when it's warmed, or rubbed onto the skin, it melts very quickly and becomes a protective oil and hydrates both skin and hair, soothing any dry areas. It provides a protective barrier, keeping the bacteria and environmental chemicals from entering through pores. Mango butter does not clog pores, and if it's used on hair, the nourishing fatty acids in it helps reduce hair breakage that naturally happens over time, and when hair becomes dry. The fats in mango oil seal hair strands and protect it from environmental damage. Next, we have cocoa butter. It is a light yellow vegetable fat that comes from cocoa beans. The beans are fermented, dried, roasted, stripped, and then pressed to draw out the cocoa butter. Cocoa beans are grown in tropical areas around the equator. Hot, humid climates are well suited for growing cocoa trees. Most of the world's cocoa beans come from West African countries, Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, and Ivory Coast. Cocoa butter can be used in many ways. It contains oleic acid, as well as small amounts of other nutrients like vitamin K, vitamin E, and choline, and high amounts of fatty acids, helping to hydrate the skin. The fat in cocoa butter creates a protective barrier that holds in the moisture and prevents the skin from drying. The phytochemicals in cocoa butter can protect the skin against damage from UV rays as well. This butter is commonly used in chocolates, as well as it is heart-healthy oil, and it also helps some forms of liver disease that are caused by choline deficiency, as well as the fact that it is good for bones because of the vitamin K. However, if you have problems with acne, using cocoa butter on your skin could cause a definite breakout. Next, we have kokum butter. This is an oil derived from the seeds of fruit-bearing tree called kokum tree, primarily cultivated in tropical regions of India, and usually it has a light gray or pale yellow tint, and it remains solid at room temperature. This is why it's referred to as butter and not an oil, basically. Kokum butter is edible, and occasionally it is used to make chocolates and other confections. It can be used to improve the moisture content of almost every part of the body, including skin, lips, feet, scalp, and hair. Unlike other similar types of plant-based butters, kokum butter is not very heavy. It's absorbed onto the skin very easily, so you're not left with a greasy feeling after application. If you have dry, sensitive skin and want to try kokum butter, it may be a good idea to start with a small amount to test your tolerance before applying it sort of liberally. Next, we have my very favorite Kapuasu butter, which is a cousin of cocoa, and it is a tree in Amazon forest. Kapuasu fruits are harvested from the ground and are known for their creamy and tasty pulp. The seeds are dried and then cold pressed to sort of get the raw butter out of them. With higher phytosterol content than any other butter like shea or cocoa, Kapuasu butter helps strengthen the hydrolipidic film that has and it has repairing sort of properties. Just to explain the term hydrolipidic, the surface of our skin is covered with a protective film called hydrolipidic film, which is invisible to the naked eye. It allows the skin to retain water and maintain its hydration, and to give the epidermis its suppleness and softness to the touch. Kapuasu is rich in moisturizing fatty acids, and it is very nourishing. It is a true vegetal alternative to lanolin, which comes from sheep fur, fur, because of its excellent capacity to maintain the moisturization of the skin. It relieves and softens the driest of the skins and repairs desiccated, damaged hair. It is all its sort of delicacy lies in its unique flexibility and provides a very velvety feel. It is high in antioxidants, and using it as a hair mask directly feeds and nourishes the hair follicles, providing faster growth. Kapuasu butter has the unique trait of being able to retain up to 440% of its weight in water. This makes it a miracle moisturizer that can combat dry skin by locking in that much needed sort of hydration, meaning it has humectant properties. It is one of the best to use if you're prone to acne. It can also be used to heal chapped lips, and it is a UV protectant because of its high levels of vitamin E. Hope this has been helpful. Like and follow for more. Be the light.